Well, there you go. Happy days, happy days. Yeah, so I think 48% is a good start. Do you think?
I think very good start. Yes. In fact, I was just looking at some statistics earlier, and I found another one that's very similar, which is that 50% of them claim that they've felt persecuted in the last year as well.
No way.
I know. I feel so badly for them.
Imagine how many
Oh,
more of
no.
them would want to move out. How many more of them would want to move away from the United Kingdom when we ban halal meat and we start, making sure that they can't swear on the Quran in Parliament and stuff like that?
But that's not the most surprising statistic, though. There's another one that I was actually quite shocked by it. It was, I had a look to see how many Muslims felt British, and across several different surveys, it was about 80 to 90% said that they feel British. And I thought, what? How can that possibly be true? But no, apparently it is. According to the exact surveys. So give me a sec.
That's mental.
So Ipsos Mori for Channel 4, that said 86% feel a strong sense of belonging to Britain, and 90% said they feel loyalty to Britain. In the recent census as well, the majority of Muslims identified as British or British plus something else. And it seems across these surveys that roughly 8 to 9 in 10 Muslims are happy to call themselves British. Now, whether the British are happy to call them British as well, I find very much probably not to be the case.
Wow. And then we've got here saying a new poll finds 48% of the Muslims living in Britain feel they don't belong. Which is actually correct.
Yeah, it is actually correct. They don't belong because their way of thinking is not in any way in line with our own thinking. I mean, even at the very most foundation level, their entire belief system rests on God and everything coming straight from God, whereas our system, that it comes from laws that we've put into place and that can be adapted over time.
Yes, but you try explaining that to someone who doesn't believe in Catholic, on Catholic land, or someone who doesn't believe in Jesus, then you would find that the Muslims do actually align with those. Obviously, I'm talking about the leftards, aren't I?
Yes.
Yes. And I've got a bit of homework for someone to do. I've tried all last night. I'm trying to get a video compilation together, right, of how Rupert Lowe might have heard about the 1689 Bill of Rights, the one where it says no person or prelate can be in Parliament, right? Which is completely legal, and I completely agree with, right? But we need to present this to that Advance UK guy, in the form of video, obviously, hopefully. But I just need to get a connection of between, because I've got Dynabane having a interview with Graham Moore. I've got someone else having an interview with Graham Moore, and I've also got Sargon of Aragon. I can't remember his name, but he's part of the what's the name of that podcast? Podcast of the Lotus Eaters, right?
Carl Benjamin.
I've got all them three. Carl Benjamin, that's him. Yeah, thank you. Now I've got him interviewing Rupert Lowe. So obviously he has got he obviously speaks to Rupert Lowe, right? And I've got Bo and what's his name from the State Politics doing all sorts of weird blurbs about chuffing Paul Thorpe and everybody, basically hating on Advance UK. So I'm just looking for this other piece of proof because that Tim Power guy wanted proof of whatever I were talking about. It won't take hearsay and conjecture. So it's quite important that I find something to do with the 1689 or 89 Bill of Rights saying no person or prelate can stand in Parliament, and that being communicated to any one of Carl Benjamin's group, such as Tomlinson. Even Tomlinson might have even mentioned it. You know what I mean? In passing. Yeah. It doesn't even have to be Graham Morder is talking to. It could be him talking. I'm fairly sure I've seen him talking about it, but I cannot find the clip. So if anybody can do that, that would be ideal. And then, email me all the ways and say, yeah, I've managed to find something. Here you go, and post me a link. That'd be ideal. And everybody seems to have gone still since I've been talking. I've been occupying all the
sleep. And I did say earlier,
this is to unite the right. This is to unite the right, Wiz. You can't, what?
Have you all noticed?
It's blue.
Right.
That's what is annoying me, because on mine it's blue. I'd put this StreamYard up onto my screen above here, and it is purple, but it is actually purple. And
looks.
Well,
I've got a spare one, and I've got obviously my original black one. So look, I've got a blackhead, mate.
Everybody's still to me. I'm just looking at still pictures. There's only me moving on here.
Yeah, because we can't be bothered. I've literally just eaten a load of fish fingers, an omelette, and some vegetables. I ain't moving, and I've got a coffee.
You're moving now,
and it was a cheese omelette as well. So now. Jealous. Yeah, it is purple, Pat. It is purple. Really? But even on this, it looks blue.
It looks blue to me. Oh, we're not going to start. We're not going to start with this again. No, what's pink and what's purple and what's magenta and what's blue.
That's purple. There's purple in the logos, you can see.
Yeah, it's blue and annoying because I put, like I say, I put it on my other screen. So I've got two screens and it shows purple. Yeah. It's lovely. I'll bring it back down here. It's blue. Got a Billy Blue hat.
Yeah, a guitar I had used to do that. It would look blue in some lights and purple in others.
Psychedelic, mate. That might have been the drugs you took before you started creating.
Wait a minute.
I thought it was a violin at one point. I realised it was an electric guitar.
Tried to blow into it at one point.
Defiant Fox might have actually pointed out the right reason why we keep
blowing to a guitar.
We keep. Can anybody? Can you?
It's a wind instrument.
Can you hear me?
On it? It's a player.
1, 2.
Yeah, I can hear you. So I got carried away with the air guitar. That's why I call it an air guitar.
Everybody's gone still on my end. I'll tell you what. I'm going to stop.
That happens sometimes.
Showing this on my feed because it's gone weird. I can't. It's really rubbish.
All that adult content you're downloading, mate.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just going to say.
What colour is this, Wiz? What colour is that?
That looks like the same colour as this bloody microphone head. It looks blue.
In that case,